Let's go across to some guests also joining us. Professor Gargi Nandi Roy is a political analyst joining us. Sujata Paul is leader of the Congress party. Sujata, let me start with you. Why do this? Why does the Congress party want to even invite the narrative that it doesn't want to celebrate wholeheartedly? What is a government function? And there are precedents to them, skipping such functions. Why not become a part of it?
Today, the democracy of this country is under threat. The constitution is under threat. And this means that the government has not been able to take the opposition parties on board. That's as simple as that. Because according to me, for all of us, Vijay Vishwa Tiranga Hamara, Jhanda Ucha Rahe Hamara. And my Tiranga, my pride is the hashtag that the Congress party is running at the moment. And nobody is going to tell us, at least of all those people who hoisted the national flag in 1948 after Golwalkar was released from jail after he had been arrested for the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. He promised Sardar Patel that the national flag would be hoisted on the RSS headquarters. But after the death of Sardar Patel in December 1948, they stopped doing it. And for 52 years, they did not have the national flag there. Today, we are seeing that even the headquarters, the Twitter handle of the RSS organization, and also Mr. Mohan Bhagwat's Twitter handle, I think he has remained untouched by the message. But
why are you mixing the politics over RSS over what is the government's function?
The government's function is to keep people together. And all these are mere excuses about changing khadi to polyester. Khadi is a symbol of the national freedom struggle, and khadi is what we will stick to. So the Congress people are using the khadi flags, and our Tiranga will be with us in our hearts, in our hands, and the government is not going to tell us. And Shivani, very interestingly, one of your BJP spokespersons said in the bite that everybody must participate. No, you will not force anybody to participate.
Of course, they're not forcing. That's why you're not there. Let's not be childish about this, but let's go across to Professor Gargi Nandi Roy also. The Congress says that, we don't agree with the government's policies and the way they treat the opposition, and therefore we don't want to be part of this. We'll celebrate it in our own way.
Yes, I think, the opposition in our country, especially Congress, they're becoming compulsive contrarians. And being compulsive contrarians, they don't realize that for the sake of opposing Modi ji or for the sake of BJP, when they start opposing the country itself. See, this flag is a symbol of pride. Can we forget when people were stuck in Ukraine, how the students came? They were holding the national flag. Even people from Pakistan and Bangladesh were holding our national flag, Indian flag. So that is the prestige of Indian national flag, and it is the manifestation of our emotions, our feelings, our sentiments when we hoist the national flag, and as a nation we come together. I think today they should not have done this. They should have shown bipartisan attitude and reason above petty politics. Sometimes the Congress party needs to rise above petty partisan politics and come together as a nation. Because it was
the other charge, Sujata, you can respond to what Professor Gargi is saying, but the other charge the Congress party is also facing is that why are you celebrating the national flag, for example, with... One second. Sujata, I'll give you an opportunity. The addition to what Professor Gargi said is also the question that is arising is the pictures we're running. Rahul Gandhi has posted a DP, a display picture of Jawaharlal Nehru with the national flag. Why bring in your party leaders? Yes, former president, prime minister of the country, but the national flag is enough, no, on a day like today?
Right.
What are you talking? He was the first prime minister of this country.
Right.
It is let me complete. The first prime minister of the country, he introduced the national flag to the Constituent Assembly. And today you might talk about dynasty. But at that time, how can you talk about dynasty at that time, about family at that time? He was the first prime minister of the company. So the BJP should be ashamed if they are bringing this up. Because the flag was introduced to the Constituent Assembly at a time when the Sangees used to say that this is Tiranga, teen color ka, teen tigada, kam bigada hai. So they did not believe in the national flag. They trampled it under their feet. Do you even remember?
Is this
In
not
1948,
furthering
this is
the
what they did.
narrative, Sujata, that you believe that the Congress party alone is the party that can be credited for the freedom of this country? The Congress party alone can own up to the symbols of an independent India? What is the message that's sending?
The message is very clear that the Modi government is out to destroy every symbol of the national freedom. The national freedom struggle was for what? For a country that would be free, that would be patriotic, that would love its country, and for every person who did not believe in the ideology of the Congress also would get that freedom. But today, Mr. Modi expects everybody to be enslaved by an ideology that he does not have.
All right, let Professor Gargi come in.
No, I don't think. See, you are playing the same record, ma'am, on today or on the occasion of the 75th Independence Day. I don't think you should bring this kind of topics. No, Modi ji has not brought. If you said, see, the Congress was the party which has brought emergency in our country. So let's not go to that history and bring party politics. If you say Modi ji, people, most number of people abuse Modi ji. What has he done? What has he done? What has been done to those people? So you have been criticizing Modi. Criticize Modi. It is your right as an opposition party. Criticize the BJP. But do not, while criticizing the party on Modi, don't go against your country. Today, you people should have come together in this kind of time. It's a time of national pride. Suppose there is a war or anything like that. As opposition party, you should join the government and come together, because as a nation, sometimes we need to come together. Ma'am, today don't raise these petty political issues, because today is not the day for these petty political issues. And let's not forget that the RSS used to go to schools to raise the flag.
Talk about the Tiranga. Talk about the country. If you love your country.
We love our country. See my DP, ma'am. My WhatsApp DP is the flag. My Facebook DP also we have given the flag.
About Mr. Modi because
no, I'm not talking about Mr. Modi. I'm telling you, oppose Mr. Modi if you wish to. But for the sake of opposing Modi, you do not know when you cross the line and you start opposing the country and the very symbol of its pride, ma'am. That is the problem. You, for the sake of opposing Modi, oppose Modi because it is your right as an opposition party. This country needs a strong opposition. But for the sake of opposing, don't oppose the country and the greatest symbol of its pride.
Because you can talk about nothing else.
Okay.
I am not talking about Modi, ma'am. You are possessed. You people are obsessed about Mr. Modi. That is the Congress's problem.
All right, let's leave it there.